Imagine the right haircut making you look timeless, effortlessly lovely, and radiantly younger. Starting today, I research worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we're perfecting haircuts for women over 60. You'll look 10 years younger by the end. We're covering 3 haircuts that instantly lift your look, 3 cuts quietly aging you fast, the single most flattering length for women over 60, and the one mistake your stylist hopes you never discover. Stay for the game changer in part 3. It surprises every woman who sees it. If you want to stop blending in and start turning heads, hit subscribe right now and let's get into it. Part 1. The 3 haircuts that take years off instantly. There are 3 haircuts standing between you and looking genuinely, noticeably younger, and most women over 60 have never been told what they are. This is where your transformation begins. The first is the soft layered lob. A lob, or long bob, sitting just below the jaw or grazing the collarbone creates movement that lifts the entire face. Layers are the secret engine here. Without them, a lob can fall flat and actually pull your features downward. With soft face-framing layers, the eye is drawn upward, your cheekbones appear higher, and your jawline looks cleaner and more defined. The second youth-restoring cut is the textured pixie with length on top. Most women shy away from short cuts, fearing they'll look severe or matronly. The textured pixie flips that entirely. The added length on top creates vertical height, which elongates your face and draws attention away from the jaw and neck area. It's soft, modern, and unmistakably elegant. The third, and this one shaves off 10 years for most women, is the classic bob with curtain bangs. Curtain bangs frame the forehead softly, reducing the appearance of fine lines while adding a youthful, effortless quality to your overall look. The bob underneath provides structure and sharpness that freshens everything instantly. Here are 5 solutions to maximize these cuts. 1. Always request face framing layers to lift the eye upward toward your best features. 2. Ask your stylist for texture and movement throughout. Flat hair reads older. 3. Choose a length that grazes or clears the jawline. This zone is your most flattering frame. 4. Incorporate soft curtain bangs to minimize forehead lines without looking overdone. 5. Request a slightly tapered nape to modernize any cut and keep it clean and contemporary. These cuts work across fine, medium, and thick hair textures. Most overlook this. The cut itself matters more than the color when it comes to taking years off your appearance. Styling tools that support these cuts include wide barrel curling wands for soft waves, round brushes for volume, and texturizing sprays that add body without heaviness. Ask your stylist to cut dry or damp when possible. This gives a more accurate result for your natural texture. Maintain your cut with trims every 6 to 8 weeks. A grown-out version of a youth-boosting cut loses its power quickly. Stay consistent, and your look stays timeless. Part 2. The 3 haircuts quietly aging you fast. Now let's talk about the cuts working against you. You'll love how simple this section is, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. These 3 haircuts are shockingly common among women over 60, and each one adds years to your appearance without you ever realizing it. The first is the blunt one-length cut. When hair is cut bluntly with no layers and no movement, it sits heavy and flat against the face. This heaviness drags your features downward, emphasizing jowls and making the cheeks appear fuller and lower than they are. It's one of the most aging cuts available, yet it remains one of the most commonly requested. The second is the very short cropped cut with no texture. There is a version of short hair that is stunning, the textured pixie we discussed in part 1. But a tight, cropped cut with no layering, no softness, and no movement does the opposite. It can harden facial features, reduce femininity, and give the face a rounder, heavier appearance. The issue isn't the length, it's the absence of texture and softness. The third, and this one surprises most women, is excessively long hair past the shoulders with no layers. Many women believe keeping their hair long makes them look youthful. In reality, heavy unstyled length past the shoulders pulls the face down significantly. It draws the eye toward the jaw and neck rather than the eyes and cheekbones, which are your most youth-signaling features. Here are 5 solutions to move away from aging cuts. 1. Replace blunt cuts with layered versions of the same length for instant lift. 2. Ask for texture and softness even in very short styles. It's the difference between harsh and elegant. 3. If keeping length, always add face framing layers beginning at the cheekbone. 4. Avoid unstyled heavy lengths. Movement is what reads as youthful and modern. 5. Consult your stylist specifically about face shape before committing to any major length change. These principles apply regardless of whether your hair is fine, thick, natural, or color-treated. Most overlook this. The structural cut matters far more than any product you apply afterward. Styling tools like diffusers, light hold mousse, and flexible hairsprays help introduce the movement and softness these cuts require when transitioning away from aging styles. Always apply product to damp hair for the most natural, airy finish. Schedule a consultation specifically about facial framing before your next cut. Bringing reference images of the styles from Part 1 gives your stylist the clearest direction for your transformation. Part 3, the most flattering length for women over 60. This is the part most women tell us they wish they had known a decade ago. The most flattering hair length for women over 60 is not the shortest, not the longest. It is the zone that works with your facial structure to lift, define, and brighten your entire appearance. That zone is the jaw to collarbone range. Hair that lives within this range sits in the precise area where it naturally frames your face without pulling features downward or removing softness from your silhouette. Stylists call this the golden zone, and it is the backbone of nearly every age-reversing cut available to mature women. Within this zone, the cut that performs best for the widest range of women over 60 is the layered lob with a slight inward curve at the ends. The inward bend at the tips creates a subtle lift effect, making the jaw appear more defined and the cheeks appear more lifted without any cosmetic assistance. This one detail, the slight curve, is what separates a truly flattering lob from one that falls flat. Here are 5 solutions to work with the golden zone effectively. 1. Ask specifically for a jaw to collarbone length on your next visit. Communicate this zone clearly to your stylist. 2. Request an inward bend or C-curve at the ends to create natural lift around the jaw. 3. Add face framing layers beginning at the cheekbone to direct attention upward toward the eyes. 4. Choose a side part over a center part. It creates asymmetry that adds youthful movement to the face. 5. Incorporate soft highlights around the face within this length to further brighten and lift your features visually. This approach works beautifully for oval, round, square, and heart-shaped faces, making it the most universally flattering option available. You'll love how adaptable this is to your individual features. Styling tools that elevate this length include large barrel curling wands for loose romantic waves, wide round brushes for a smooth blowout with volume, and shine serums applied lightly through the ends for polish without heaviness. Maintain this length with trims every 6 weeks to preserve the curve and keep layers fresh. Overgrown layers lose their lifting effect within 8 to 10 weeks. Consistency is the key to keeping this look working for you at its highest level. Part 4. Color, texture, and styling secrets that make your cut work harder. Your cut is the foundation, but what you do with it after the chair determines whether it looks 10 years younger or 5 years older. This final part covers the finishing secrets that activate every haircut for women over 60, and most women are skipping all of them. The first secret is face framing highlights. Color placed specifically around the hairline and along the layers closest to your face creates a natural brightening effect that mimics sunlight on younger skin. Soft, warm honey or caramel tones work especially well for most complexions over 60. They draw the eye upward and illuminate your features without the harsh contrast that solid color can create. The second is volume at the root. Flat roots read older. A cut with beautiful shape loses half its power if the roots are sitting flat against the scalp. Lightweight volumizing mousse or a root lifting spray applied at the crown and diffused or blow-dried upward creates the lift that makes face framing cuts perform at their highest level. The third secret, and this is the one your stylist won't always mention, is the power of a side part. A center part divides the face symmetrically and can flatten features. A soft side part introduces asymmetry, which is inherently more youthful, dynamic, and interesting to the eye. Switching your part alone can take 2 to 3 years off your appearance without touching your cut. Here are 5 solutions to maximize your haircut's power. 1. Request face framing highlights in warm honey or caramel tones at every color appointment. 2. Apply root lifting product before drying to build volume that lasts all day. 3. Switch to a soft side part as your daily default. The difference is immediate and striking. 4. Use a wide barrel wand to add loose waves through your layers. Movement reads as youthful and full of life. 5. Finish with a light flexible hairspray rather than a stiff hold. Movement is what makes a mature woman's cut look modern and fresh. These techniques work across all hair types and all 3 of the youth-boosting cuts we covered earlier. Most overlook this. The styling ritual is what separates a great cut from a transformative look. Tools to keep in your routine include a lightweight diffuser, a large barrel wand, a fine-tooth tail comb for parting, and a quality boar bristle brush for smoothing. Invest in these 4 and your cut will always look professionally styled. Refresh your style with a light dry shampoo at the roots between washes to maintain volume, and keep your look polished from Monday through the weekend. Boom, gorgeous! You now know exactly which cuts take years off, which ones to leave behind, and the styling secrets that make every haircut work harder for you. Wear this knowledge confidently everywhere. To your next salon visit, to every mirror you pass, and into every room you walk into. If this helped you, please give it a like. It means everything to this channel. Subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, so you never miss a transformation like this one. And drop a comment below. Tell us which mistake you've been making. We read every single one. See you in the next video, gorgeous!